Hello everyone, welcome today to TC Eckstein's Soldiers Empowerment Cafe TV. Today we are especially talking about the Heart Walk that is coming up. TC Eckstein's Soldiers Empowerment Cafe TV is going to be participating in this year's American Heart Association's Heart Walk, which is taking place in Northampton at Look Park, and it will be on May 1st. And it's a new 5K run, but you can sign up to do the 3-mile walk and 5K, or there's different levels that you can choose to walk at. Not many of us can walk that far. My doctor approved it for me to walk this year, being that I am a survivor of heart disease, but I'm limited to TC's not doing no 5K. But the poster here I have, it says 2016 Western Mass Heart Walk and new 5K run. And it's in Look Memorial Park, 300 North Main Street, Florence, Mass. 01082, Sunday, May 1st, 2016. Registration is 9 a.m. Walk and run starts at 10. It's a 3-mile walk and 5K, rain or shine. And trust me, they do get out there, rain or shine, to do the walk. Runners, adults, $35. 16 and under, $25. Includes event t-shirt. 5K will be an official timed race by Berkshire Running Center, offering chip timing. Walkers, no fundraising minimum, no registration fee, raise $100 or more, and receive the event t-shirt. We're going to get our own event t-shirts in case. I'm getting our own team cafe t-shirts for us in the event that we don't earn enough and raise enough money. I want our team to have our own t-shirts. So my goal is to get 10 people on our team, and so far I haven't been able to fill it up that much. I think we have a total of maybe 6 or 7 people, so we're looking for like 3 more names. But if you're interested, just hit me up at tcecksteincafe@gmail.com. And also there is a web page. If you go on www.heart.org or goredforwomen.com and click on the Heart Walk page and type in TC Eckstein Cafe TV, and you can go directly to my Heart Walk page and join my team. And joining my team means you won't have to pay anything to be entered as a heart walker. Matter of fact, I have these little booklets, but if you can't get a hold of me to get the booklet to have people sponsor you for the Heart Walk, the page itself, you can direct people to go to that link. Once you register on the page as a Heart Walker, you can direct all friends to your personal page that is connected to our team and get people to sponsor you through sending money directly to that page. And all the funds go directly to the American Heart Association to help with all the things that are, all these materials you see here, our yearly events that we have to help with research, to help with fighting legislature up at in Boston, when we go up to Boston and deal with the politics of it and get involved with the governors and senators and all that. Trips like that, bus rides and medical research and fighting laws to get things changed. So anything that has to do with cardiac in the Obama healthcare reform or any insurance policy in the United States, it's included, especially when it comes to children, elderly, and people that are more susceptible to having heart problems, which nowadays is everybody. So it says to pre-register, you can contact Tracy Heath at heart.org or 413-262-3223, looking for walking and running teams with Pioneer Valley heartwalk.org. And then it has a list of sponsors. As you can see, Subway is one of them, Health New England, Bay State, Mestec, Foley, Excel, a lot of different names. I think that's Channel 22 and Springfield CW. So it's a big thing, and a lot of people that I already know said, I'm already on a team, so I'm trying to get my own team together. And to be honest, here at the TV station here, the staff is not that huge. And they're such a busy staff, a lot of them are not able to attend the Heart Walk. But the good news is you can bring your kids, get them involved. I mean, what's not better than a great day of exercise and fitness for all of you? It's a healthy thing, you know. And this is the booklet that is a fundraising booklet where, you know, just like when you were little and your teachers used to send you home to sell candles and candy and stuff, it's one of these where you get somebody to sponsor you for a certain amount or whatever. You put your name and information here and what team you're on, which is TC Eckstein Cafe TV, Team Heartwalkers, and then any donations they make out checks or money orders or cash or whatever, you put in this section right here, little pocket there, and they can be made out to the American Heart Association, and then somewhere at the bottom you put for Team TC Eckstein Cafe TV Heartwalkers, so they know that we were the ones that our team, and you're part of our team, and you helped raise the funds. So these booklets, I wish I could get them out to everybody, but I can't. So if you go on the heart.org page, look up the Heart Walk, and then go on TC Eckstein, ECKSTEIN Cafe TV Heartwalkers team page, and it's not hard to locate. Once you get on the page, you just look for the heart walking page, and then it'll ask you what team are you looking for. And when you look up our team, the name pops right in there as soon as you type TC. The rest of it usually shows right up, and then you can just click join team, and then it'll ask you a few questions after that, and then you'll be registered. It'll give you your own page address and number, so you can advertise your page on different Facebook pages and take that link and share it on Google or whatever other pages you go to, and email it to your friends and see if they'll get involved and help sponsor you. But walking, you can earn your t-shirt. You can, if you are a survivor of any kind of heart disease or cardiac problem, or have had surgery or a stroke or anything like that, you get a Team Walkers hat. And I got my Team Walkers hat here, and I also got this nice cooler case. They do have some neat prizes, and they have things that they sell online too, but they have this Heart Walk cap, and I ain't putting it on right now. Well, I'll put it on for y'all. See, so you know, people that walk will get one. It might look a little different. This is one from another year, but this year's might look a little different. So they really have a lot of neat things that they give away, and you know, things you can order and stuff, and they're all pertinent to the walk and to good health and fitness and all that great stuff. And Yankee Candle is one of the sponsors, and oh, you always get these great candles, and you get a Go Red for Women pin. I have set up these little pedometers that I was given when I did the luncheon this year. I racked up on them for my teammates, and these little baggies are from Macy's, but they gave out gift cards from Macy's. But of course, I took the extra bags that were left over, and the people took their cards out of them, so there's no gift card in there. But the gift I'm going to be giving everybody that's on my team, in addition to a t-shirt, is this pedometer. And a pedometer, of course, it tells you when you're going for a walk. You can clip it on your hip. It's got the clip thingy back here, and it marks down how many miles and stuff that you've walked and the distance you've walked. And you just pin it on you and start it, and at the end of your walk you look at it and see how far you've gotten. So it's very good to have a pedometer and mark how much you walk a day, because the average goal is to get you to get at least 2 to 3 miles. And even if you're at home and you do the treadmill, and the pack of tissues we got from Bay State that I'm going to be giving out to my team walkers, and this red bracelet for supporting the Heart Association. I don't like wearing these. They're too tight for me, so I'll be giving these out to everybody else. And then I like to have people fill these out, and then what I do, you just sign your name on here, and then we put them up on a big wall plaque, and I'll be taking pictures of it. And if you have a picture that you can give me that I could add to it also, then we'll have a big billboard, not billboard, but giant poster I'll put together of our team. And we're going to try to put together as well some like picket signs to walk, to bring with us, saying what team we're on, and I walk for so-and-so, because the theme this year is life is why. Hashtag is what they're saying, to put on Twitter. Hashtag life is why, all one word. But you can swap the word life for what is your reason you choose to walk. Now mine, if you go on my page and you see my picture, I'm holding up a sign with hashtag love is why. And I put love is why instead of life, because I walk and I support heart disease for the love of people, for the love of other people. A lot of people put my brother is why, my sister is why, my family is why. You could put whatever reason you want in there instead of life, or you could just join and say life is why. So there's a lot going on when it comes to that, and this is like a piece of paper that they've got me to kind of keep track of how things are building up or not building up, and keep mark of how many members, the total, and it's like a thermometer is trying to see how much money you're raising. So it's all, the goal is to raise the funds to help out with research and saving lives and everything. And then there's this card that they gave us where there is another extension of Go Red for Women in American Heart Association. There's a lot of different divisions. I am a 2016 Go Red for Women leading lady, one for this year for Western Mass, and in 2010 I had one for Central Mass, Boston. And but this year I newly won, and it was announced and unveiled in February at the Basketball Hall of Fame. But I'm also involved in other departments besides Go Red for Women. I'm involved in Power to End Stroke and You're the Cure. You're the Cure is one I really like, because you just go online and you type in a little bit of your information. They send you links to petitions, and the petition could be for your to get laws passed for your child to have a more exercise program and gym program that is more health conscious, lunches and things like that implemented into their school things. And that's what You're the Cure does. It constantly is on their grind to get you to help sign those petitions, which are automatically sent right away, straight away to your governors, your senators, your top lawmakers in the state you're in. In Massachusetts, it would be our top governors and senators, and like John Kerry gets it, and I don't remember all their names offhand, but it says it there at the bottom of the paper. You just sent a letter to so-and-so in your name saying, we want, I support You're the Cure, and we really need you. It's just a nice letter that they already prepared for you. All you have to do is click the button and it sends it off to them. And you usually get a letter back. I get a letter right back in my email saying we received your letter and we are passionate about looking into this, and we're working very hard to help, and we totally support everything going on with the Heart Association, and we appreciate your contacting us. And they do recognize everything you're doing, because I remember Senator or Governor Napick, he put a lovely newspaper article on me in the Republican a couple of years back, saying that I was a very active person in doing all this, and then he sent me the article to my house, and he laminated and everything and autographed it, and it was really nice because he recognized all my efforts and stuff, and it was very instrumental in helping get the nutrition law passed, so the kids stop eating candy and using those vending machines with the money that their parents would give them. So, because a lot of my kids were doing the same thing. Ma, that school lunch is horrible. Give me $1. And my son used to skip out at lunchtime, go to Burger King next to Commerce High School instead of eating the school lunch. And it got to be expensive. And so So they would, they'll eat a bag of Doritos. That's how bad the school lunch is, that they would rather go eat junk food. And now, since we've been pushing the Nutritional Act, kids are getting more healthy, wholesome lunches. But there's still a fight, because in some cities and towns, the kids still refuse to eat the lunches. And, I've seen some pictures of what some of those lunches look like. And, I mean, even in prison, they probably wouldn't eat it. So can you imagine, in the public schools, kids are not going to want to eat that stuff, And kids, hey, any kid, poverty or not, if you don't want to eat something, you're not going to eat it. You will starve. I mean, and my daughter, she's such a picky eater. She would really literally starve herself and then come through the door at the end of the school day and, be just hoarding, running around the house. I'm hungry, Mom, almost in tears. And I had to fix her something to eat right away. I'm like, didn't you eat at school? No, I'm not eating that nasty lunch, And, I'm not trying to dog out the school system, but, whatever's going on that is within the legal limits of what's considered passed by the FDA. We all know today the FDA, whatever regulations they go by, are not always something we agree with. So that Nutritional Act being passed and being pushed to remain passed and be effective in all schools, not just schools in really nice neighborhoods, but in our rural areas, in our urban areas. We want to make sure our kids are getting nutritious, healthy lunches, because up here cannot function if you don't have the proper nutrition balanced in your stomach. We all know that. So that's a big part of our fighting laws with YourTheCure.com. Now, this one talks about the fun and activities and non-competitive 1, 2, or 3 mile walk through Look Park. So see, it's not just 5K, it's not just 3 mile. It starts May 1st at 9 a.m. The opening ceremonies. 10 o'clock is the official start of the Heart Walk at Look Park, and that's considered Florence, Mass, but that's really like Northampton. You get off the highway in Northampton, exit 17A, I believe. More than 50 Pioneer Valley area companies and organizations participate along with their family and friends. And like I said, there's fun activities. They have some food there. They have tents there. They have music. There's a lot going on. So it's really something to do that, you get out the house and it's a family activity and it's a healthy thing. And not only that, you're doing something for a good cause. So what better way to get your kids out from under video games and TV than to do and get them involved in doing some activity that's great. This is my team captain guide, which schools me all on how to get my team to be a big, effective team. I'm still reading on this over and over. And then this is notation on the impact of your dollar. And like I was telling you, it goes for research. The research dollar supports scientific studies seeking new discoveries related to causes, prevention, and treatment of heart disease and stroke. Secondly, it goes to public health education, which we talked about. We help people identify warning signs for heart attack and stroke, provide resources to help people reduce risk for cardiovascular diseases and stroke, and embrace healthy behaviors with websites, social media, digital resources, consumer publications, and a call center, health initiatives, programs and support materials, public service announcements and campaigns, health fairs, and a speakers bureau. So this is what the impact of your dollar does. And made out in a graph, this is the purple is the research so far, and public health education is really big, the blue section. Then you got the green is pretty big, which is professional, educational, and training. The yellow is community service, and the two different reds are management in general. And the last part red is a little bit bigger than the first part red. That is where most of your fundraising dollars come from, and each one of them play a major role. The green is really big on activities, projects, scientific conferences, training courses, and programs designed like CPR education and getting knowledge and skills and critical judgment to healthcare providers. Community services include the CPR AED, which is defibrillator, getting the heart back jump-started, education, public training, advocating for policies and help to improve health outcomes, health screenings and counseling, stroke caregivers, peer visitor program, and then the management in general is finance, human resources, information on technology services, customer relations manage, and of course, most of the association's campaigns and events are a combination of fundraising and health education activities and materials for soliciting financial support for the American Heart Association's mission, plus related expenses. So see, a lot of it is broken down into different areas, but ultimately it relies heavily on us raising the funds, as with any other organization. And the Heart Association, it is more prominent today, the problem being a lot of people have not known over the past few years that heart disease is considered the #1 killer among women. And now it has also become very much a large killer among men as well. Now, we all have heard lots about breast cancer, and we've been hearing about colon cancer awareness. There's a lot of illnesses that are on the rise. There's multiple sclerosis, MS. And, you know, I believe in supporting all those organizations. I personally am affected by heart disease, and so is my family. And 3 members of my family, I've lost my father to it. I've lost my brother to it. And a lot of my close, dear friends. And within this last year, 2015, a girl that I grew up with, looked totally healthy, skinny, beautiful, gorgeous, suddenly died of a heart attack. And everybody is like dumbfounded when she passed. And it was just sudden. She has children that she left behind. Very, very sad story. And it just, you know, when I heard it, it was not a shock to me. It was a shock to me that she passed personally. But, you know, I keep saying and I keep telling people what I've learned through the Heart Association, that it does not discriminate. You do not have to be overweight. You do not have to be skinny. You do not have to be young. You do not have to be old. It could be a child born with congenital heart disease. It could be a young woman like my friend that just suddenly, it could be an athlete running and all of a sudden he just drops dead. We don't know all. That's what the research is there. Is so important that we help fund this to get to the bottom of this and really help. The heart is your #1 main functioning organ in your body. I can't stress it enough. And if we don't get a grip and handle on this heart disease problem, which we all are finding out today, it relates to our diet, it relates to stress, it relates to anxiety. All those factors play a role in the functioning of your heart. And today, in this world, in 2016, stressors and anxiety and our diet and the kind of stuff that we have no choice but to buy in the grocery store are certainly very much the factor that is playing a major role in all these things happening. We are eating stuff that we don't even know have a lot of junk in it. And even if we are on diets and trying to eat correctly, some of these things have parasites and bacteria and contaminants in it. And if you eat out at a restaurant, you don't know if that stuff's safe. You know, it's very dangerous these times that we're in. Look at the Flint water situation. Can you imagine the people that are going to come up with heart problems because of that within the next couple of years, if not months? Okay, so these are just, like again I was saying, we got these little giveaway prizes. This is like one of those Tide pens where you can get the stain out. I have a few of those for my walkers. I'm trying to put together little packages because if you get on my team, I like you to go home with something nice. So this is a highlight marker pen, but I think on this end you can do something too. I don't know. You can figure it out. But there's also pens with flashlights. I have at home. I didn't have time to bring everything down here. But this is one kit, which is a CPR training kit. This is so cool because this CPR training kit it's got everything in it. and I'll just open it and show you, but I'm not blowing up this doll because, you know, part of my heart problem is my breathing, and I have to maintain my breathing for my singing. So I am not blowing up balloons, I'm not blowing up this doll, but you do blow it up. And my girlfriend went with me, and she wants to become a leading lady. She's interested in being a very big part of it. So I brought her with me to the luncheon, and they gave her one of the kits. And as you see, it explains everything here. And then you practice on the dummy doll. You take it out and you blow into it, and then you do the compressions, and it clicks, it makes the noises. Here you got the DVD. And then there's paperwork in here, which, you know, these are wipes to make sure, you know, you have a mouth protector piece and all that kind of stuff in case you let other people try it too on your mannequin. And then I took CPR before, and first aid and all that. I had to have that when I was a nurse, when I worked as a nurse. So. But renewing it for me is a little difficult because I have trouble breathing. But in the event of an emergency, if no one was around, I would definitely try. So I do maintain keeping my CPR thing. So I just wanted to show you this kit. I think it's pretty cool. And when you finish and complete this, you know, training on this kit and you're ready, you go take the CPR test and you pass with flying colors because you've been following everything that's in here. So I think it's really cool. Instead of sitting up in a big, long, boring class, you just have the kit, you practice on it, you get it down packed, and then you go in there and you ace the test. Just, you can go to the Red Cross. There's a lot of places where you can sign up to take the test. But they're requirements for certain jobs. But it's good to know. It's good to have. A lot of people do not realize there is a different CPR that you would perform on an infant than you would on an adult. An infant you would have to put on your knee, on the tummy down on your leg, and you would have to hit the back and try to get the child to cough it up. Now, an adult, you would practice the Heimlich maneuver first, which is from behind, and you thrust in here until they expel it out of their mouth. But if someone's passed out and they've had a heart attack, you know, then you do the CPR, and that's what this teaches you here. But yeah, there's so much to get involved with the Heart Association. I love being a leading lady. It keeps me active, and it keeps me very informed and educated in health preventative measures to take and to maintain. And I mean, having been a nurse, it was instinctive for me when I found out my diagnosis. I'm like, hey, if this is what I got to deal with, I'm going. You know what? The heart was the hardest thing in class when I was a nurse. That was the hardest part in studies, was learning the heart, and then medication and dosage administration was another course I had trouble with, only because I have a slight fear of math. But once I get involved in it and I think of it as money in my pocket, you mess with my money, that's one thing I can count. But other than Dion's laughing over there watching me say all this stuff, because he know I'll say anything on TV. TC do not care. Yes, I'm a stone fool, and I will tell you straight up. I hated math growing up in high school, but when I got older, and it's just a phobia. When it comes to managing my own money, though, or counting some dollars, suddenly TC knows math. I know it as good as Jeopardy. So when it came to taking that course, I made it, you know, in order to pass that course, I had to put my brain in that mode where, what if this patient's life depended on it, and if I made a mistake, I could get fired. And I thought of it as money that way. That's my money. If you lose a job, that's your livelihood, that's your money, so you have to learn it. In the same way, I had to apply myself with knowing the other thing. What was the other thing I said? There was, you can help me, Dion, I can edit this out. We were talking about medication administration, and then we talked about the dosage. No, the other thing before that was the CPR. Yeah, you have to have CPR as part of your education, any kind of medical job. You have to know it, and you have to renew it every year. So when you have a job that's in the medical field, and it's good to know it anyway, just for the safety in your own home with your family, or if you're out in public and your grandmother, you take her out to dinner or something, you want to know it. You know, it's better that they have maybe a broken rib, you trying to save their life, than they just die. So they're very big on making sure you learn all these things, and that's great because you need that. So one of the great big contacts there is Tracy Heath, who's the Regional Director of Development, Western Massachusetts. She's again at 413-262-3223, and you can get her at Tracy, Traci.Heath, Heath at heart.org. And Tracy Heath is the Regional Director of Development, and also another person you can reach out to is Marianne Burns. And if you're interested in becoming an advocate or a spokeswoman, or just learning more tips, just go to www.heart.org. But contact them if you think of a good candidate to be a leading lady, or affiliated with any of these programs, and get involved and do more. But also, if you want to be on my team, TC Eckstein Cafe TV team for the Heart Walk, hit me up at tcecksteincafe@gmail.com. And I hope I was very helpful today in talking to you all about the Heart Walk, and I got my Go Red Leading Lady pin for winning this year on. I was going to dress all sporty today, like I'm going for the Heart Walk, to get you all into that, let's get some sneakers going and, get that gear on, and then those spandexy pants. I don't know about those. I'm going to have a long t-shirt. Yeah, I know, Dion. I see you back there. Yeah, none of that stuff. Some of them girls get out there in those little cute tops and all that. Nah, this is not bikini exercise class for us. We're going to be wearing big long t-shirts with some biker shorts maybe, but everything's going to be covered. And our ashy legs will be oiled well with some matching decent socks and some good old sneakers or something. So, and we may have shades on so y'all don't recognize who we are. I'm just making Dion laugh over here, y'all. So, it was great talking with you. Please get in touch with me, because we really need people on our team. And the Heart Walk is coming upon us before you know it, May 1st. So I really need you to hit me up. TC Eckstein Cafe TV is the team. If you go to www.heart.org and look up Heart Walks and look for a team and put that you want to join the team, and they ask you to search out the name of the team, TC Eckstein, ECKSTEIN Cafe TV. That's the name of the team, TC Eckstein Cafe TV team. And I'll have everything posted. Like right now, it's probably shooting by the screen. Whew. So you'll know exactly how to reach us. But yeah, do it for the ones you love. Do it for yourself, and do it to get your kids and your grandkids out there with an activity to do. Look Park is a very beautiful park. We used to go there every year to cook out, me and my family, and it's been a while since I've been up to Northampton. And you could spend the day after the walk hanging out in the park. They have a train ride thing. They have boat cars. You can get in the water with these kind of little paddle boats. And then they also have a sprinkler system, and I'm not sure if it'll be working by then. And then they have a little food thing you can go up to where you can get ice cream and stuff like that. So, I mean, it don't really make sense to eat junk food after you've been doing the Heart Walk, but, it won't hurt to give the kids a little treat, especially after they've done a great job. So, come on out and join us that day, and we hope to see you there. And that's going to be it for today. And I'll still from time to time be posting things to keep you aware of what's going on, and as it gets closer and closer. But please consider being part of the TC Eckstein Cafe TV Team Heart Walkers for the American Heart Association. Go Red, for women, for men, for everybody, for your family. God bless you, and we'll see you soon again in the cafe. Take care.